Hi, seventh graders, Miss Selly here. In math, we've spent the first half of the year becoming equation experts. We're going to use those skills. First, we're going to start off studying angles and triangles, and then move on to exponents and scientific notation. And then we're going to study real numbers and Pythagorean theorem. Hopefully, we'll have a little time to work on statistics and probability, not speaking out loud. And then you're going to get to enjoy summer. See you later.
Hello. All right. So in American history, we are currently in the middle of talking about our Constitution and going through it. We will finish that up before this quarter ends in the next couple of weeks. And then we will get into all of the history from that time period until up to the Civil War. So we'll talk about the early presidencies with Jefferson and Madison and the War of 1812, for example, and get into all of that with from the 1820s into the 1850s and into 1860 at the start of the Civil War. As far as Jewish studies is concerned, we will continue with the Holocaust until our trip to Washington, D.C., which is in just a few weeks. And after that, it will be up to...
Wait a minute, you're not Mr. Ackman. That's right, I'm Rabbi Blatt. I'm taking over for 7th grade Judaics. We're going to continue after the Holocaust trip. We're going to continue with Pirkei Avot, learning important values as put forth by the rabbis. But then afterwards, we're going to be starting American Jewish history, looking at the roles of Americans throughout American history who are Jewish and how they impacted our country.
Hi, me again. So we just finished reading night in class, and they did an amazing job writing short stories and essays. This coming week, we're going to be focusing on rewriting DBQs so they have the exact pattern and what's required of them for future DBQs. And then we're going to segue into the world of the giver, a dystopian society, which I'm sure they will enjoy reading about. And as the year progresses, we will devote time to a poetry unit where they're going to research and write a paper about a certain poet and write a poem in that style. They're a great group, they're fun to be with, and that be it.
Mora Edith for Hebrew class. With 7th grade, we are going to continue working on our reading and writing. The students will be exposed to more vocabulary words, writing their own dialogues, presenting them in class. We are going to continue learning the meaning of our prayers that we learned from the Siddur, so the students can understand what they read and, be confident when they are using the Siddur in the synagogue. We are also going to do something that the students waited so long and asked for it, and it's to visit our younger kids, learning some Israeli children books in Hebrew and presenting them to the younger students. They will prepare some games and activities, and it's a great leadership opportunity for the 7th graders, and I'm looking forward to work with them. Litraot.
Hola, padres de familia. Soy señora Valdivia. En la clase de español, we're going to keep working en el verbo ser o estar y sus diferentes conjugaciones. Además, we're going to read about famous Spanish-speaking figures, personal pronouns, formal and informal use of the language tú y usted. Estoy muy emocionada de keep working with my students, so adiós.
Hola familia, soy Mr. Ackman, but I'm not teaching Spanish. I'm actually not teaching Jewish studies anymore. As you know, Mr. Levine left, so I will be teaching some of you in math. And what we will be doing is we will continue to work on the foundational learnings that we learned last year, first semester, as well as working on our algebraic equations, working towards our pre-algebra work or algebra work, and getting everyone ready to understand the language of math and how we really use it in everyday life. So looking forward to seeing you guys again, just in a different role.